Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I wanted to redraw this particular t-shirt that I had done many moons ago, back in 2014. It was during my learning period on how to draw on t-shirts, and that was back before I knew anything. I thought Sharpies back then were permanent, and they're not. They're not. Unless it's stained by Sharpie, the shit ain't permanent. And so this shirt never got washed. It's all yellow now and stuff like that from age. And I tried to do all the little tricks that they tell you to do on the internet on how to keep a Sharpie shirt from bleeding and all that stuff, and it didn't work. None of it worked. Like they said, heat set it. I tried that, and I had tried using some stuff that's supposed to keep like something from RIT, to try to keep it from bleeding, and it didn't work. So this shirt never got worn, never got washed. It's just it's just my little tribute shirt that I could never wear. It's not even in my size. This was so early in my discovery phase that now I've learned so much, and now I'm going to just go ahead and redraw it onto a format where I can, if anybody would like this design, could put it on to a shirt. I can iron on to a shirt, or use my sublimation type of markers and what's it called, infusible inks and stuff like that. I can infusible ink it and then use fabric paints if I need to get any colors that I don't have. So I started this like yesterday, so I'd have something to put onto my banner. And let me go ahead and show you how I got to where I am, and then I'll see if I can color this in the amount of time I've got. So video, replay, and then I'll definitely have the speed draw, but at least sometime Saturday. Now I had drawn this before, and I'm like, you know what, let me stick with the caricature look, the little cartoony look, because anything more realistic might bring tears to my eyes. But that's also in the works too, to do a realistic view of this. But I was just trying to keep it light, because there's a lot of us that think she was gone way too soon, and she was just a joy and a talent to watch. And I just wish that she would have been with us for the long haul, but what can you do? It was her time. Okay, so versus the other one, I have the wings crossing in front. Drawing on the t-shirt did not allow for any erasing or anything like that. Very unforgiving. So if I had made a mistake on her face, it was just a mistake that's going to have to stay. So but doing it this way, I can add text, I can manipulate it more, I can share it. But when you draw it on a shirt, directly onto the shirt, it's a one of a kind. So that shirt is definitely a one of a kind, like this lady was. All right. And for those of you who don't know who Aaliyah is and too young to remember, I'm so sorry. She was wonderful. And it's hard to find some of her music, which is tragic. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we weren't aware of, and albums that'll be so difficult to find in the future. Hopefully the powers that be will release that. That way another generation can appreciate her voice. All right. So I'm going to start off with getting her skin tone in. You know what? And I shouldn't worry so much about the hair and all that other stuff, it's going to get covered up. So I'm going to outline. Just doing a quick selection here. And I'm still debating on how I want to do the wings. Like if I want to use like a hologram type of material. You can just use my Cricut and cut it out. Or if I want to actually color it in. So I'll probably do two or three versions of this. Okay, let's see. Her skin tone, I'm trying to see what the base is probably more of like this tone. Between this tone and this tone. I'll give it this tone right here. Alright. And I'm going to erase just a little bit. Whoop. Yeah, I don't need to do that because the hair is going to be covering that. Let's go ahead and move on to the hair. We'll give that its own layer as well. Let's see. And I like doing a selection versus doing an outline. Simply because it fills in better than if I outline the area. When you outline the area, I'll even show what happens when you do that. It's just like it doesn't fill it all the way to the edge. And I live on the feather brush. Now, usually I do a live stream all week long, but I started to stay more focused on the comic that I'm working on, and I can get through it a lot faster when I don't talk. So that is definitely something that I probably will do more with that. Let's see, so her hair, we're going to make it kind of like I did here, black with the blue and purple highlights. Let's see, so I'll just go ahead and color it the black. Let's see, I'm not going to stress getting all the way to the edge right yet. Just try to get through it. Okay, deselect. But then again, I'm trying to think. I think I'll come back around it with purple. I'll do that instead. Okay, so looks like the skin is a little bit on the outside here. And I really shouldn't stress that. Let's see, I probably will do a layer mask. I think that might make it easier. Let me see if I can do a layer mask on this one. Whoops. That was cute. Let's do this. We'll just take this, mask it, and then we'll just do the selection. Black is what's going to be hidden. There we go. Lovely. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here so that the top matches the wings, because she wore a lot of like Hilfiger colors. This is black and white, but she did like the red, white, and blue Tommy Hilfiger. So we'll try to make her a little bit more angelic looking, at least when it comes to that. We'll give her a white outfit. go ahead and fill those. Oops. Wrong layer. And the only downside to the selection is sometimes I just can't tell if I got the entire thing or if I missed any. Let me hold that down and bring it back up. There we go. Let's come back with the brush. Make sure it's on the soft brush and not the outline brush. There we go. Let's see, we'll do her eye makeup just like what we see here. I always forget if I need to make another selection. I should go down to the bottom and hit add. Let's see. Not too bad. Okay, let's see. So we'll do the pants and the blouse. This is like one of the fastest drawings that I have. One of the simplest with the least amount of details. And I think the details will probably end up in the wings. That on its own layer. Yeah. And I want to keep the outlines pristine for the moment. Oh, yeah, what did it feel? I want to make sure I got everything. Excuse me. Okay. Just take the brush. Okay. And then we'll flip the inverse. I probably didn't need to do that, or else it just won't hit it. Okay, no worries. Since this is such a small area. And I'm just getting rid of some of the stray color. All right. Yeah, I was hoping that drawing sooner, you know, right before would be like a nice little, what is it called, warm-up, but not really. Okay, so let's do the pants. As long as everything is above the skin layer, I should be in pretty good shape. Okay. Oh, I was going to show what happens if you aren't using the, let's see, it's like a blue color. I'll use that. And I'll use the outline brush. I'll make it kind of big. And then we'll see if it happens on here. So this is like the outline method. You can outline your area. And the downside to filling that is sometimes around the edges it doesn't fill, but today it's got time because it's filling fine. And it could be the brush that I use. Now I'm going to bring this down below. Do I want it below the hands? Yeah, I'll put it below the hands. That way I can do this sort of thing. I'm going to go ahead and keep outlining. Okay. And I'm giving this like a good pressure. Let's see. So usually I have a light touch. That works. Let's see, but I want this below the hands. Oh well. Okay, let's do this. We'll give this a mask. And then we'll just get rid of the blue that's showing here. That was cute. Let's see if I can close that up. There we go. There we go. Oops, not that one. I need this to be white. And then once you get it to where you want it, you just go ahead and merge your mask down. Okay. There we go. And then this one here. Oh, it's already got a mask. Okay. Make sure I'm on the mask layer. There we go. trying to figure out why the skin layer. Let's see. There we go. All right. I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to merge these two layers together. Let's see. There we go. Now some of this I'll probably end up making a shadow. Not understanding why that's not filling. Let's see, is it you? Could it be you? It is you. Yeah, that's the only downside to trying to do a selection. Oh, okay, so the area I'm seeing here is probably, let me move this down, merge these two together, is probably the background. Yeah, because I was thinking it was the skin. This should go a lot faster. Lovely. Okay, so now it's just, let's do the skin. We use the soft brush. We'll try the outline method again. There we go. Versus the selection. I don't care which layer. Okay. Her eyes here are light brown. We'll give it, we'll take this and then we'll bring it up some. Just going to add to the selection here. And I'm just going to make it a little darker. Just bring that down a little bit, and then using like dark brown. Probably little tick marks here. Nothing too intense. They're not exactly symmetrical. Let's see if we can, oh, because I've got an outline on it, it'll distort. Let's see. We'll just keep going. It's not as noticeable. Let's see. We'll do the, let's see, we got the skin tone in here. Or, yeah, this was the skin tone layer. It's weird, it doesn't have that same, it's probably the background color. Let's change this to a different color so we can see better. It looks like the skin tone is gone. We'll keep that. I wonder why the skin tone looks like it's gone. Let's see. Let me do it again. Let's see. Select. And we'll give it. And then I'll deselect certain things. Hold on for a sec. Gotta get rid of that. Select. I think I want to put that above it. Select. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect the blue. Let's see. I'm just going to make a wide selection here. It doesn't have to be precise. Okay. I'll be on this layer. And I'm going to give her like this very soft tone around the edges. And I'm just going to use the same tones that I see. Soften this. Just trying to bring some of the tones in a bit. I'm going to make it a little bit redder. Let's see, we'll make a layer, just kind of make it red. We'll just bring it all the way through. We'll use, this is a, oops, to kind of help out a bit. It is not on its own layer. Wonderful. It's one of those days. That's okay. Let's see, we'll back it up. Just until it's off of the blue. Alright, you select. You are the layer. You are not the layer. Why is it not doing its thing? What are you selecting? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let's see. Oh, because blue is only... Maybe there isn't a background. This is weird. All this should be selected. Maybe that's why she was the same color as the background. Okay. Cluster, cluster, cluster. It's one of those days. Alright. That's cute. Let's take all the color off. Okay, let's do this. That might not be too bad. Let's try this one. That's kind of close. Let's see. And then I'll use the brown. See, like a reddish brown. Is this a brush setting? Hi, Reddy. No, this is just the soft brush for this particular one. No changes to it, just pretty much up and down. Let's see. And then some of these, once I get a nice base tone going, let me just go ahead and make it a little softer. And I'm just kind of using the same kind of brush, just a soft brush. I'm just kind of making it very soft around the edges. No hard edges, no like hardcore hardness. And then the other settings I like to use to get those different tones and stuff, I'm going to merge these guys together just to get that out the way. And then I'm going to create 2 more layers. Well, actually, let me merge that one too because I like that red. I'm going to create 2 layers. One of them is going to be a linear burn. And I'm going to set that to 30. And then the next one I'm going to do is an add layer. And I'm not going to change the opacity on that just yet. Okay, if at all. Now the add layer is where I would have like eye shines, things like that. Anything that I want like super bright. So let me see if I can get that in there. Gotta make sure it's above the eyes. There we go. Gotta bring it even higher. There we go. And it changes some of the tones. Kind of makes things glow a bit. I'm gonna drop the opacity a bit and then kind of attach a little brightness to it. For the lips, let's see. Oops. Go back. I'm just tapping. No! Too freaking close to the other brush. Okay. This is going to be that rust color. A little shaky. My coffee is like kicked in. It's like, yeah, let's do marathons. Okay, so I want this kind of reddish, brownish, orangish, rustish type color. We're on the red side. Alright, and I'll drop the opacity a bit. Change my brush back to the soft brush. Oh, wrong area. Let's see, we'll put it on a normal layer. Oh, that's linear burn. Let me see what it does for linear burn. Linear burn is best with dark tones. It does not play well with light tones, like white. You'll never see white with linear burn. This is a nice light tone. So I'm going to use that. And I'll make it a little darker. Use a little bit of brown. It looks ugly on the linear burn there. Let's see. Let's use a darker tone. Okay. I want it a little bit redder. Let's try red. There we go. Then I want to use a little bit of that add layer. I'm going to use maybe a peach tone. just to kind of give it a glow. I'm gonna make it like that, and I want to kind of make it shiny. So I'm going to take white, have that all the way up, drop this down, and just kind of drop the opacity a bit, and then add a little bit more. And then underneath, oh yeah, let's get a linear burn going again. There you are. And I want a little bit darker at the top of her lip. Let's see, we'll use a little bit of red. Bring that opacity back up. And I'm just going to kind of, not merge, but smudge. And I'm bringing it a little bit darker. So let's see, we'll go for like a darker brown here. Just kind of, oop, it looks muddy. Let's try, keep it on the red side. Let me see if I can just go ahead and put it on a normal layer. And put it on this layer. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we'll do some of this stuff to her face. Yeah, when I'm playing with some of these, let's see, I'm going to create, let's see, I don't want it on the add layer because the add might make it too bright. Let me try. Let's see what add does. Like, I want to add more warmth to her face, but it has this tendency of getting just a little bit too bright. So I'm going to do some of my warm colors on a normal layer. Bring it down, sorry. We'll make it like a reddish brown instead. And then we'll drop the opacity of it, that way we can control it. So like the more I tap, the darker it'll get. Instead of it just coming right on all attitude. So like right now I want more. Maybe a little bit here. And then just kind of soften it. And I'm kind of using a light touch as I'm applying it. And then just kind of adding it in other places. On her arms. And in the shadows itself. I want to try this one thing where if you have like a warm tone, then you use a cool tone. So like the opposite of the red would be like a green, but I use a lot of blue in purple. So let me see which one works the best. I'm gonna use like a dark green in the shadow. Nah, it looks like a bruise. Let's try purple. dark purple. We'll go almost black with it. And then we'll keep the opacity down. That way I can keep tapping it and controlling it. So it'll be purple in some places and then deeper, darker purple in others. That's not bad. Let's see, another thing I like to do on the linear burn layer. Let's go ahead and make a selection. And then, let's see, we'll take, let's see, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it on its own layer. Let's see, or is it already dressed down to 30? Oh, it's good, it's good. Okay. Okay, I don't need you, not yet. So I got this one here. And that's why some of the stuff comes out kind of muddy. It's already down to, like a, what is it called? Opacity. I also like to have a linear burn layer that doesn't have like a dropped opacity. So let's see. And I bet we can go a little bit lower on that one too. Let's see. Just to kind of make it more subtle. There we go. Same thing. I want to do it on her nose. Instead of making a selection, I'm just going to go ahead and use the linear burn layer. Let's see, we'll use the red. And I got the opacity down on the layer, I got the opacity down on the brush. And the more I tap, the more it'll start to show. It's very, very subtle. I can raise it up a bit, and then you can start to see the subtle tones. Okay, so now I'm going to try and add yellow, just to give it a little bit more warmth to her skin. And I'm going to do that on a normal layer. And I'm going to select this. And we'll bring that up here. And we use like a mustard yellow. And I'm looking at her nose. So it'll be like a very subtle, soft mustard color. And I'm gonna, it's not a bad opacity right now. And I'm just gonna do that like all over in the highlights here. Don't want to tap it too much. Back it up a little bit. I'll drop that a little bit further. Oh, thank you, thank you. Alright, and we are off to the races. Now I'm going to take that layer here and I'm going to drop the opacity a little bit. And one trick that I had learned, we don't want it to go away completely, but let's see, let me go back, get back to that yellow. And then on this same yellow layer, I'm going to go ahead and do a Gaussian blur, and that'll kind of diffuse it into the picture itself. So I'm going to bring it about See, we'll blur it about 9%. We could do a little further. 13.8 is good. So it's kind of subtle, and then we can also drop the opacity a bit. Let me see. Let me bring this over some. And just drop it down a little bit. You just want it to kind of be subtle. You don't want it to go like yellow. You just want to have yellow. There we go. Okay, and I want these lips to be a little bit brighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead right now and just merge what I've got, and then I'm going to blend and see what I get here. Bring these guys together. There we go. I'm bringing everybody except for the line layer, and eventually I'll bring the line layer and just kind of soften stuff. Okay, so on this here, I want to bring that out more. I've got a couple choices. I can either liquefy it and just kind of smudge it out, just make it smaller. Let's see if I can just kind of push it to the edge. That way I'm not struggling to match colors. There we go. And I've just adjusted the size of the circle so that it only affects certain pixels. And then I can just push it to the edge and then just erase if I need to. Now that they're all on the same layer, there's no fussing trying to figure out what layer I'm on. That's a Kim thing. Okay. And I'm gonna get rid of the crap around the edges here. Kim can't color in the lines. Now I'm trying to decide how I want to do the wings. So what I think I'll do is I'll create two separate, drop the opacity here, two separate files. So one will be my, what's the word? One will be my Cricut one where I will, trying to hold my breath and talk at the same time. Why you hold your breath? Trying to get precise. Talking kind of shakes me up a little bit. Okay, there we go. I need black. I'll go down here. Yeah, one will be my Cricut layer or Cricut file so that I can put like a different type of wing on here. More like I'm thinking about doing like a holographic film. For one set of wings, and then on a t-shirt, and then the other one I want to do, you know, hand-drawn wings. I like the fuzzy, soft-looking wing that I had done many moons ago. Oh yeah, that's right, I was going to put like purple in her hair. Let me drop that. So let's see, we'll select her hair. Oh, okay. It's okay. We do it again. Let's see. I'm going to use the outline brush. And I like the blue. And we can always kind of knock it to about like a violet. And we'll just kind of do this sort of thing to fill in some of these blanks here. It'll just be like a little highlight. Did I put that on its own layer? I did not. Let's do... I'm trying to decide, do I want it on its own layer? I think I do. That way I can do different colors with it. There we go. I'll make that a little bigger. Now, one of the things I'd like to try, since she is otherworldly today, let's see, we'll do, I can't decide if it's light brush or light pen that I like. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Trying to decide, do I want that on a different layer though? Yeah, that way if I don't like it, I can always say poo and get rid of it. Instead of that pink, I wonder if I can find an actual blue color. So it's like blue and white. Oh, I like that. Okay. And I think I'll do the wings with that and the halo. Okay, so we'll put this layer behind. That way it'll kind of light her up. Light her up! Yeah, I like that. And then the wings, let's see, if we're defining the wings, give it like a heart shape. And let's see, I did the wings kind of like it had like a fat portion right here. I think they need to come down some. Let's see. Let's see. See if I can do something with liquefy here. There we go. I know I want this on a different layer. We'll see. We'll bring it down more this way. It's like I like the idea of it making like a heart shape. It doesn't have to be perfectly round because the wings here are not perfectly round. Because of the feathers and stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking I'll do an outline of her. Shoot, it's almost time to go. Okay. Let's see. The more you go over the line, the lighter it gets. Let me bring it down some. And turn that back to pink. Like the more you go over it, the more it lights up. And then, oh, I need to finish this necklace too, and the earrings and stuff. Okay, let's see. We'll put we'll merge that down. Okay, let's see if we can do some wings here. I'm gonna make this big, and then let's see. We had blue on the outside. As long as I'm there, I'll put that behind everything. And if I can get smaller. Okay. Okay, and at 7:20, I'll go ahead and do a replay for those who are just joining. And I think I'll put like an undertone. Let's see, and part of this wing needs to come in the front. I wonder. Let's see, I'll probably just duplicate the wing and then bring it in the front. Like an inner wing here. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. Come on, man. And so this one will be the one that comes in front. Let's see, and it can't hurt to throw an inner layer of color for the wings. Famous last words, right? Let's get another layer going. And we'll put it beneath here. Let's see what the light pen does as well. Ooh, I like the light pen. Go around the outside. Gives it a little bit more brightness to it. Let's see, and we'll just have the wings. Kind of come from maybe if this is darker. Looks like neon. It's like I want the wing pattern to come like this. I'll have to play with this. Okay, so this is as far as I've gotten. Let's see, we'll get, see if I can take a little bit of I wonder if I smudge it, maybe with this will look more like fur. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Don't want to obscure it completely, but it makes a nice little base if I go over it one more time. I'll have to play with that. Okay, so this will be all I can do for now. I gotta get to work. Yeah, I'll probably redo this, but I will have the speed draw of the completed video up this weekend, and you'll be able to see this completed. And I'll probably do both versions. Let's see, Move my signature down a little bit. That's without the outlines. We'll definitely keep the outlines. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you guys. This was the original that I had done back in 2014 on a shirt. I mean, I drew directly onto the shirt. I didn't know I could, like, you know, draw a design and then trace it onto my shirt. And I'm gonna definitely throw an earring in there too. Okay, and it was based off of these images I found on Pinterest, but I don't have a name on them. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I got to this point, and I will see you in the next video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And let's see, I'm just trying to get rid of some of the lines that I don't need. Let me see. I don't know what layer they're on. It's kind of hard to tell. And I got to fix this necklace too. This letter A is a necklace. Okay, so anyway, time is up for me, and I'll go ahead and let you see the time-lapse replay. And thank you so much for watching. Alright, thanks again for watching, and this was Draw to Friday. Have a great one. Bye-bye.